Use code ANGEL on Chossy's store to help the channel out at no cost to you.
Hoi hoi, I'm Angel, and this is the King of the Gods, Orden 004. Over 37 centimeters in height, the most powerful witchcraft masters. The most powerful witchcraft masters? What the fuck? Anyways, this is Unique Toys Siegfried, or their Hun-Gurr. Member of the Terrorcons or MonsterCons. Either one of the two. I think it's Terrorcons. So this guy is a member of their Abominus team. And wouldn't you... Is that a fucking... Jesus, a fucking car. Anyways, let me go ahead and... Because we're going to talk about the accessories. So yeah, before that, yeah, I am not getting the other members. I just wanted Orden because I've always wanted Siegfried. Not Orden. I'm getting Siegfried because I've always wanted Siegfried, and that's all I'm getting. For my team, I'm actually going to do the TFC version, and they finally are going to release their Hun-Gurr, so I'm very happy. This guy came with 2 pieces of a puzzle that is going to go to the trash. He came with an instruction flip pamphlet, which is going to go to the trash. He came with this really cheap picture of Orden. It says Uranus, but it's not Uranus because this is not Uranus. This is Orden, which is going in the trash anyways. And last but not least, these are not going in the trash. It came with really cool looking collector's cards. This one for Siegfried, it's painted. It's an actual drawing, so that's pretty fucking cool. He has low speed. He's a very slow guy, very intelligent, which is very surprising, but he has 2 heads, so it makes sense. And last but not least, Orden himself. It looks awesome. That artwork looks pretty fucking great. And he has extremely low intelligence, which to me makes no sense. And really low skill, which also makes no sense. And also low rank, which again makes no sense to me. So make of that what you will. Of course, he comes with a slew of things and stuff. So let me just start putting shit here and put shit here and more shit here and more shit here. He comes with these guns that you can actually, you know, it's guns for the robot mode, which you can actually combine these guns, and I personally think that is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, you can do this, and then you put this here, and then you put this here, and you get a big fuck off rifle. And it has like the handle for combined mode, so that's pretty cool. Then you can have... Why the fuck did you fall? Did I tell you you could fall? I didn't tell you could fall. Motherfucker, there you go. Then you can actually like just grab these things, which they are part of the combined mode, but you can like, in the meantime, just put them here and then just put them here as well. This dude has a lot of configurations, which is always... It's always a fun thing. Look at this. Look at this. It's a giant fuck you gun. Giant fuck you laser. So that's pretty cool. For the main body of Hun-Gurr, I usually just use this rifle, which is the longest rifle he has besides the big fuck off rifle. But this one is way too big, so I'm just usually just use this one. He also includes 2 swords that cannot store in monster mode, so whatever. He has this, which is the crotch plate, which, you know, okay, he has a post here, a peg, and you can peg it in a couple of places, and part of the chest plate that you can like slot these in to it. So that's a thing you can do. But you can actually like just put these here, and you know, you use them like that. Has pegs here, so you can actually like put them on the robot mode. So it has a fuckload of configuration, so that's pretty fine and dandy. But what's most important is, there we go. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. You see that boy? You see that boy? You see that boy? He's a boy. He's so pretty. I love him. I actually do love this guy. It's really fun to handle, man. So the heads end up very close to each other, but you can like, since they're just the legs of the robot mode, you can just like go ahead and move them to the side, downwards like this, upwards like this, open the mouth, and you know, do all of that. Tight ratchets, but that's fine, can move outwards. It has decent posability for a little dragon with two heads. And the tail, it's full of articulation. Look at that. Up and down. Oh no, it untapped. Hold it here. Down like this. It's surprisingly posable. Especially for something this old. So what I like to do, because I don't like to have so many weapons out, I like to like store them or throw them away. What I do with this is I just go ahead and grab this and just put it in there. And he has a chest mounted cannon now. And it looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty cool. What bothers me about the gun is this. So I'm gonna buy some super glue to just go ahead and super glue this shit together, cause that's no good. I don't like that. But besides that, it's pretty fucking sturdy, and I like it a lot. I am a fan, as I say. It's pretty good. It has a lot of personality. Could have a little bit more. A couple of parts are just a little bit like bland, but for a figure that's like what, 8 years old at this point, probably it handles very well. And like I said, it's really fun. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transform this guy so I can keep gushing about it. Obviously no combine mode, because I never do combine modes. That's for psychos. Says the man that buys a bunch of combiners and never combines them. So I'll see you guys soon.
Who's that robot? Behold, Wheelie, a very thick, extra thick Wheelie.
And here is finally Hun-Gurr. Very hungry man. The transformation is very simple, very easy to do, so that's awesome. I enjoyed it. No bad parts in the transformation. So honestly, it's all good stuff. He can hold his gun really well. It gets a bit caught here, so it doesn't like tab in all the way down. That's, you know, a shame, but from all his guns, this is the one that picks in the best. Head sculpt looks pretty good. I wish his eyes were painted, because it's just like completely and utterly black. And these eyes, I think that's light piping, but without any piping. So that's a bit lame. Obviously, back here, he has the combined mode head. That's the thing he has there. Can't really like use it. He would look really funny though with the gigantic head there. Let's just like go ahead and tap that back in there, just like bye. Doesn't really tap in, it's just held there. He cleans up nice. It has a bit of a backpack, but nothing too egregious. Unlike the TFC one that I just saw. Whew, man, it's already on the way, and I'm gonna review it. Can't wait to finally review that guy. But that backpack, ooh, man, that ain't it. I like how the leg drapes down like this. You can like still move the leg around, but it makes it look like it's his leg. I said leg, not like tail. It makes it look like it's his tail, so that's pretty cool. I enjoyed. There's a lot of details on this dude, man. Look at that. Details on this dude are a-okay and just fine by me, especially for a transformation that is that fun. So let's go ahead and get to some size comparisons. You can stand, right? Yeah, he can stand. Here he is next to Mega Man X. Those of you that want to see 1/12 scale figure, or because like I just like Mega Man X a lot, dude, stand up straight. There you go. And here he is next to mainline Optimus Prime, and as you can see, this dude, even though he's the leader of a combiner team, he's not that tall. But he was made during a time that we had what we used to call Shuck Plus or Shuckster piece, which is just like a bit like Shuck, but a little bit bigger than Shuck. Here he is next to MP10. And then now that you see him next to MP10, you're like, oh, that doesn't really work well. You would imagine that Hun-Gurr is way taller than Optimus Prime because, again, he's the leader of a combiner team, and not only that, he is a giant fucking dragon with 2 heads. So you would imagine that he's bigger than Optimus Prime, but he's not. Even with that said, I still enjoy him a lot. Last but not least, wife, get in here. Here it is. With my wife's plushie. She looks lovely. Yeah. I enjoy him. The original release had white in this area. So this one having black here is weird because all the videos I saw had this white. And honestly, I prefer this part in white. I don't know why they didn't paint that, just like cast it in black instead of casting it in this gray plastic. Would have been better to break off a little bit of color, but you know, that's what they decided to do, and that's what we had. Well, that's what we got. As for articulation, you're gonna be quite surprised to find out that this dude boasts a lot of articulation. He doesn't get points for universal shoulders. Look at that. Here, those are very tight. Fucking whoopsie. Get back in there, dude. The hell are you doing this in front of the people in the middle of my review? How dare you? But I'll explain why that happened now. These ratchets are really hard, and that's pretty awesome that they are. But the other issue is that his shoulders get caught on the shoulder pad, shoulder pauldron. On the top of the shoulder, they get caught, so he doesn't really have much outward, and if you put it on the side, even less. Put it backwards, he gets more. But that's not gonna really serve you any purposes. Other than that, obviously, no opening hand. We didn't really use or do opening hands that much back then, but he does have a wrist swivel. So, that's a thing. Nothing else to really like would be like a wow factor. He does have over 90 at the elbow, which is always really fucking nice, and his head does have full range of articulation up and down, side to side, albeit it's very limited. Outside to legs, but those legs, those pins, they are weak. They are weak, and they worry me. He has soft ratchets front and soft ratchets back, but he should have had soft ratchets outward, because again, that's eventually gonna die. That is eventually gonna die, and that's gonna make me sad because I actually like this thing. He has 90 at the knees. He has ratcheted waist swivel, which is insane to me, by the way. Obviously, no ab crunch, because back then we didn't invent ab crunches yet. They were not a thing. I know they were, but you know, I'm just being facetious. And he does have decent ankle tilts. Has more to the outside than to the inside, but again, for when this thing came out, like the articulation on this dude is surprisingly decent for when he came out. You would expect way less. You would expect way less, and obviously, like, the tail is still articulated. I wish these parts would have actually picked in here to the back, but they're just like held there, and sometimes, like, as you're manipulating him, things will come undone. That's unfortunate, but not figure breaking, thankfully. Oh, and you can totally, like, besides getting the ankle tilt, you can totally, like, cheat it with the neck hinge of the combined mode, so you can get even more if that's something you want to do, obviously. Look, I call them as I see them. You might be surprised to find the fucking point total for this figure, but if I follow my rubric as I established it, yeah, this guy gets 9.5 out of 10. Sure, you can lower it to, if you want to remove the worth it category, which is almost like 3D points that I give out, it's still an 8.5. You know, it has decent accessories. The gimmicks and playability is great because it is a dragon with an opening and closing mouth. That's always fun. The materials are really good. This old plastic used to be very robust, and I love it. The hardware, it could have been better because, like, again, this one's better tensioned than this one. This one's failing, sadly. Build quality, as you saw, like, a couple of things do get undone, but not, again, it's not breaking the figure. And you just have to be careful that the fucking shoulders don't knock shit around. Sculpt and presence. I mean, look at him. He commands presence. Like, look at all those details. I love it. I love it. Articulation is not the best, but, you know, like, this thing's old, so it gets a pass. Not really a pass, because, like, if you see, like, all the articulation it has, it does deserve the half point. And the transformation, like I said, is fun, and the out mode is great. Now, I only paid about $80 for him on Chossy's store, and I think you can still get him for that price, which is crazy. It's crazy that a figure this old can still be this fun to play around with. Just helps that it used to be like classic, unique toys, not the crap they have nowadays. Brittle plastic and unfun transformations. This thing, man, this thing is a joy. It's joyful. It brings me happiness. Makes me happy. I want more figures like this that make me happy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe and all that crap that we ask you to, because it does help out the channel a lot. And I don't know about you, but I would like to grow a little bit more. Maybe 10,000 by the end of next year. Huh? You think we could do that? No, probably not. But, you know, at least 1,000 views per video would be nice. Anyways, if you would like, use code ENJOL on the top of Chosy store or Gundamit to help out my channel at no cost to you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope this doesn't fail. Might use some kikis on that. Adios.